I'm John Garudo. I am a scientist and formulator of personal care products, and I have developed thousands of globally marketed products over a 34-year career. I have had the distinct privilege of working with Tahitian Noni International for 4 years, and I consider their products to be among the very best available anywhere in the world. It is my privilege to talk to you today about Moea hair care. I am sure that you're aware that health and wellness is a growing trend in personal care, and there is a greater emphasis on developing products that are more naturally based than in years past. And while this has certainly been the trend in skincare, it isn't necessarily so for hair care. The next time you're shopping for hair care products, either in a retail store or your favorite salon, take a look at the ingredient labels of the top-selling shampoos. The first few ingredients that you will most often see are sulfate-based detergents, such as sodium laureth sulfate, ammonium lauryl sulfate, and ammonium laureth sulfate. They will usually also contain formaldehyde-based preservatives such as dimethylaminohydantoin, and also paraben preservatives such as methylparaben. Now you will see many products also use keratin. What is keratin? Keratin is a human and animal-derived protein, and while some companies will try to convince you that their keratin protein is plant-derived, it is not. True keratin protein is derived from either human or animal sources, including hydrolyzed human hair and bird feathers. Now I ask you, are these ingredients that you would want to use on your hair? So how do our products compare to what is currently offered in the marketplace? Well, we are a naturally based product line inspired and guided by the principles and practices of the ancient Polynesians and current inhabitants of Tahiti and the surrounding islands. Our products contain no parabens or formaldehyde-based preservatives. We also do not use any sulfate-based detergents in our shampoos. We do not use any animal-based ingredients, nor are any personal care products tested on animals. So to better understand why we do not use these materials, I should probably explain. First, let's talk about parabens. Parabens are esters of p-hydroxybenzoic acid, and they have been extensively used for many years to control microbial growth in personal care products. Nevertheless, parabens have been documented to be irritants and potential sensitizers for individuals, and that fact alone is reason enough not to use them. However, we're also finding that parabens are implicated as endocrine disruptors. These are compounds that can interfere with the way hormones are managed in the body. If true, the consequences would be quite serious. For these reasons, you will never find parabens in a Moea hair care product. And now a bit about sulfates. Sulfates are by definition complexes containing sulfur. A sulfate ion contains one atom of sulfur surrounded by 4 atoms of oxygen. They are a concern in personal care products when used as detergents in shampoos and other cleansers. For instance, a reaction product of sulfuric acid, lauryl alcohol, and sodium carbonate yields a detergent known as sodium lauryl sulfate, otherwise known as SLS. Now SLS is easily absorbed into the skin and as such can cause scalp irritation as well as denature skin cells. SLS is in fact used as a positive standard for skin irritation in comparative studies of irritation and sensitization potential for raw materials and cosmetic products. Now that is to say that this sulfate-based detergent is actually used on test subjects to deliver an irritation reaction for comparison purposes. This being the case, why would you want to use these ingredients in your cleansing product? Sodium laureth sulfate is essentially sodium lauryl sulfate that has been modified with a chemical known as ethylene oxide. And while it is less irritating than SLS, it is still a chemical of great concern in personal care products, and one that you will never find in any of our products. Next up is the issue of animal-derived ingredients. Moea hair care products, as with all Tahitian Noni International products, are considered to be vegan. That is to say that we do not use any animal-based ingredients in any of our products. Examples of animal-derived ingredients include proteins such as collagen, elastin, gelatin, and keratin. Additionally, lanolin and many emulsifiers and waxes currently used in many hair care products are animal-derived. So why don't we use animal-derived ingredients like so many other hair care companies? Well, first of all, we feel that there's a social stigma attached to using animals as a source of ingredients used in personal care products, even if the animal is not sacrificed for the sole purpose of creating an ingredient used in shampoo or another product. Secondly, there's a growing concern about the transmission of diseases linked to animal-derived ingredients. Bovine spongiform encephalopathy, otherwise known as BSE, and its human counterpart, Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, is believed to be associated with contaminated beef from BSE-affected cattle. So why do we bring this up? The concerns of BSE and Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease have led to the discontinuance of many animal-derived ingredients for cosmetics and other personal care products. We believe that the safest course of action is to avoid all animal-derived ingredients, which we do. We substitute plant-derived counterparts from coconut and palm oil, as well as utilizing pure plant proteins from soy and rice. Soy and rice proteins contain a rich array of amino acids that add moisturization as well as protective and restructuring benefits to the hair.